Yo, what's good? Am I live? Yeah, I'm live. AGS. Ah, shit. Oh, my back's still fucked up. What up, people? What's happening? Oh, man. I'm fucked up. I'm supposed to be bedridden. What are you doing? Take your ass to bed. But nah, it's all good. Yeah, so it's some things I got to talk about. I also wanted to talk about the Golden Joystick Awards. We never got to get to it yesterday's podcast. Y'all already know why we ain't never even make it to the fucking Golden Joystick Awards. So I thought I'd just talk about it on my own time rather than saving it until next week where it's probably going to be pretty much irrelevant. You dig? So, that's what it is. So I thought I'd talk about the Golden Joystick Awards, myself. Yo, what's good, man? Welcome, people. Welcome, man. Good morning, man. Good morning. Oh, shit. My back. Good morning, people. Welcome, man. I want to talk about the Golden Joystick Awards, and I also want to talk about the future AGS podcast, because right now, man, it ain't looking good. So it's just, I don't know. I'm just at the end of my rope with this shit. Like, I don't fucking know, man. Like, I try to do things. I try to move differently to avoid shit, and it's like trouble just finds me, dog. Like shit that you don't even see as a problem, it's just turning into a problem. First, it's a problem over a topic. Now it's a problem over a fucking drink. It's like what the fuck else can I fucking do to avoid this shit? You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it is what it is, man. Y'all all seen the podcast yesterday. I'm quite sure y'all seen the podcast yesterday by now. Shit went left. Oh man, this shit. I'm starting to feel like a fucking clown in this whole thing, yo. Like, I feel like here we go again, man. Here we go again. Same old shit, just a different day. It's like I'm like, God damn, enough is enough. That's how I feel. You know what I mean? I've been thinking on this. Enough is enough, yo. Like, no matter what I try to do or what I do, shit always goes left, and then I'm automatically gonna get blamed just because of the past and things like that, and all the shit that I've been through with other people on this podcast. Like when it comes to on YouTube, if a motherfucker gotta assume what happens, automatically it's Hard8's fault. You know what I mean? I don't have the pleasure of the benefit of the doubt no more. You know what I mean? I don't get that pleasure no more. Unless I come out and explain and put the facts out there, then I don't get the benefit of the doubt no more at this point in time. You know what I mean? It's like, nah, whatever. If a nigga got to assume what happened, it was Hard8's fault. He did that shit, right? So, and this is one of the reasons why I have to be transparent with this shit, right? Because for the most part, I have a channel that I have to run. I got a channel here. This is my channel, The Real Hard8times. I built this shit, you know what I'm saying, myself. And it's not that big. I'm not saying it. I know it ain't that big. It ain't, I know overall it ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's still something I did. And there's a lot of people that couldn't do this, right? So I built this shit. So every time some bullshit like this goes down on this fucking channel, it affects the channel. You know what I mean? People get fed up with this shit, yo. It gets to the point where people are like, yo, man, I'm tired of this shit, man. Hard8 always getting into it with somebody. I'm out. I'm gone. For the most part, these other people don't got no channel, right? So it's like, it ain't nothing off they back. But me, on the other hand, I got a fucking channel here that I got to run or uphold and shit like that. And every time this type of shit happens, it's fucking, it affects the channel. You know what I mean? And then if you leave people to assume what happened, then of course I don't get that benefit of the doubt. At the end of the day, the channel suffers, and everything that I've been building with this shit, it suffers. While everybody else could just walk off into the sunset because they don't have a YouTube channel or some shit like that, or they got some dead ass YouTube channel or something like that. You feel me? So I gotta be transparent about this shit so people can understand what it is. Now, even whether it's in my favor, whether you judge me in my favor or not, that's fine. As long as you're judging off of the facts and not assumptions. You know what I'm saying? I don't really care how you judge me, like which way it goes. You can hate me, or you can agree with me or disagree with me. You can love me, you can hate me. I don't really care how it goes. As long as you are judging off of the facts, I'm good with that. I'm not here to try to make myself look good or better than anybody else in any situation. I just want the facts out there, and I want people to judge off of that. Because when you leave people to assume, they start making up shit and they run with it. Same thing with Candace. People, before everything got put out there, people was already making up shit and running with it. Oh, the Candace left because she was tired of all of the jokes, and Hard8 was joking too much, and she didn't like when Hard8 was calling her Flavor Flav, and she didn't do that. Like, people was making up their own fucking assumptions, and I personally don't like when shit like that happens. You know what I'm saying? Don't assume. You know what I mean? Get these facts, and then go ahead and judge on the way you're going to judge. You know what I'm saying? That's why you just can't leave shit up to assumption when it comes to this internet shit. I've been here long enough. I know how this shit go. You know what I'm saying? I know how it go. If you let people draw their own conclusions, they're going to be off the wall with the shit. They're going to be all over the place with the shit. So I'd rather just put the motherfucking facts out there, and then you can go from there. You know what I'm saying? However it goes, you can go from there. What's good, Urban Combat? What's happening? Shout outs to you, man. Thanks for the super chat. So, in the past, I've had problems with calling people my friends, right? Like, y'all already know the past. It ain't no secret. I had problems with BG. I had problems with Jack Move Johnny. And that's because, they were doing shit that I felt like real friends wouldn't do. You know what I mean? So, silly me for thinking that they were real friends. Obviously, they wasn't. They doing shit that real friends wouldn't do. They doing shit I wouldn't do. So there was a conflict, right? There was a conflict. There was a problem. Shit went down. Okay. You learn from that, right? You learn from that, try to implement that, moving on. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to do with this time around. It's like, all right, what was the problems on the other podcast? Okay, this was a problem, that was a problem, that was a problem. Okay, cool. Let me try to eliminate all of that, moving on to my own podcast. That way, these problems won't arise, right? So I go into this podcast and I'm like, all right, let me cut back on calling people my friends and all that shit, because obviously that ain't what it is. And that's fine. I don't need no fucking friends on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people got that shit confused. Like, I don't need nobody to be my motherfucking friend on the internet. If I did, I think I would move in a different way. Don't you think? Don't you think I would do things to make sure everybody likes me if I really cared about having friends on the internet? That's not the point. But if we become cool, we become cool. That's cool. But that's not like I'm actively searching, like, be my friend, please. No, that's not the fucking case. You know what I'm saying? That's just not the case. So when I came into this, in this situation, I was just like, I'm on some different shit now. Like, let me not, like, none of these people are my friends. We are just here, except Melon. Melon, that's my homie. You know what I'm saying? Melon Matt, that's my homie. And I say that because, and this is no disrespect to nobody else. It's just, people got to understand what the fuck I've been through with so many other people on this fucking website. I have to change up shit and move differently to try to avoid shit happening again. Like Melon Matt, that's my guy, because me and Melon Matt, we actually talk and interact and deal with each other a whole lot outside of the podcast. Everybody else, I usually just talk to them on Sunday. You dig what I'm saying? But me and Melon Matt, we do a lot of shit together. So it's, you know what I mean? So that Melon is my guy. Everybody else, I just really just talk to them on Sunday. You know what I'm saying? And, that's not a problem. It ain't no problem with me. Shit, I'm good with that. Because to me, I felt like that would minimize problems. Shit, I'm only dealing with y'all one day a week for a few hours. There really shouldn't be no goddamn issues. That's how I'm going into it. You know what I mean? Because I'm not trying to have a repeat of what happened before. Like, you're supposed to learn from mistakes and shit like that, and from past transgressions and all that. You're supposed to learn from this shit. So I'm going into the podcast with a different mind frame. So, and again, it's not, now, no, I don't look at them as friends, but that's not to say that I dislike them and I'm faking. No, it's not that. You could be cool and cordial with people and they not be friends. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be clear on that. That's something I don't do. There's nobody that I'm in a podcast with every week that I don't like, right? So we make sure we understand that, because you do have people that's in podcasts with people that they really don't like, but they'll put on a front for the sake of the podcast. That's not something I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm genuinely cool with these people. I genuinely like these people, but I just don't see them as friends because shit go left when you start claiming these niggas as friends, and then listen, y'all been around. Y'all been here. Y'all know what happens. You know what I mean? Y'all know what done happened in the past with me and others and all that shit. So you should understand why I'm not trying to be running around calling all these motherfuckers my friend. You should understand that. If you don't, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I'm saying? That sounds like a you problem. You dig? But that's not to say I don't like these people or I'm not cool with these people. You know what I mean? Let's just be clear. So there's nobody in the podcast that I dislike. Like, I don't like this nigga, but for the sake of the podcast, I'll put on a happy face. Nah, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? That's not the case at all. So, that's how I went into it, to try to avoid issues, which is one of the reasons why, I put the disclaimer out there. And again, I guess none of this shit matters, right? Like, none of this shit matters. I guess the disclaimers and all that shit, it goes in one ear and out the other. Like, motherfuckers respond to it like they understand it, but I don't think they really understand. So I put out disclaimers from Jump Street, like, hey, man, this is, this ain't no politically correct podcast. Things, it's going to be some joke. It's going to be joking and shit like that. It's going to be roasting, heated debates and things like that. Like, shit, that's what this is. Can you handle that? Everybody say, yeah, no, good. I'm good. Ain't no problem. I'm good. But as we can see, obviously people can't, right? So that's why I put out those disclaimers that like, yo, understand, like, what's up? And think about this too. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be the one that's like the fake gangster, the tough guy, all this other shit. 71 episodes. At what point in time did Hard 8 ever flip out on somebody over a joke, over a topic, over a roast, or anything like that? What episode? Which one? I'm the sensitive one. I'm soft from all this. The shit that these cocksuckers say behind their keyboard would never say to my face because they'll get stomped into the finest wine. But I'm all of these things, but yet, am I the one flipping out on people over jokes? Am I the one flipping out on people over topics? Am I doing any of these things? Every week I come to do what I'm supposed to do, and that's entertain the people. That's what I come to do. I'm not getting mad over jokes. I can laugh too. I want to laugh too. You say something funny about me. If it's funny, it's funny. And on the flip side of that, I can handle myself too. So if you want to roast, we can roast. That ain't no problem. I know how to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm all right at that. I think I'm pretty good at that. You dig? So if you want to do that, we can do that too. We can go back and forth with the roast, and I'm fine with that. Never have you saw me flip out, get mad, start calling people out their name and all that shit. Bitch ass nigga, yo, bitch, yeah, all this fly shit. Like, never have you seen that. But I'm the one that's supposed to be all these things. But yet I'm here every Sunday doing what I'm supposed to do. So, like, shit is crazy. Shout outs to, who is that? Sakasa? I don't know how to say that Japanese name, but I see you playing. Shout outs to T. It's because the panel is in denial about how emotional they actually are. No shade. Obviously, right? Obviously. So, when it comes to the group chat, right? The DMs, again, these are not my friends. So I'm not putting anything in the group chat that's personal to me. In fact, I'm barely in the fucking group chat. I can blur out everybody's responses in the group chat and show you all of my responses, and you'll barely see me in the fucking group chat. The group chat is for vital information. You know what I'm saying? About the podcast or some shit like that. I'm really not in there being friendly, buddy in the fucking group chat. You dig? I really just stay out of the way, and that's that. Every now and then I get in there, type a few words, but other than that, that's it. So, it's just what it is. Now, I'm trying to do the podcast, and I'm keeping, I'm just joking, fucking around, laughing, joking, hawk spitting and bullshit, and that's what we do. Like, at this point in time, I don't know what to fucking do about this shit. I keep getting into conflict with people and it's shit that I don't even see coming. Now it's in the realm of some petty shit now. Like, now we getting into conflict over topics and a fucking drink. You know what I'm saying? When it gets to that fucking level of bullshit, that's usually when the shit is over with, right? If you're in a relationship and y'all arguing over the pettiest shit, the relationship is usually over, right? If your girl or your dude is like complaining about the way that you put the fucking toilet tissue on the rack, why did you put the toilet tissue under? It's over. Why the fuck is it under? It's over. And then it leads into a big ass argument. That usually means that y'all don't like each other no more. What the fuck are y'all doing? That's what's happening in this fucking podcast. People are now flipping out over the simplest shit. A drink, a topic. What the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? And then Psycho is one of them people that I would say is a look at me type of tweeter, right? He's one of them look at me type of tweeters. Like, hey, look at me. I'm watching the Xbox event in my car. Hey, look at me. I'm about to go out and ride my motorcycle. Hey, look at me. I'm in the bar. I'm in the club. Hey, look what I'm drinking. This is shit that he has on his fucking on his Twitter publicly. So a drink. That shit got out of hand over a fucking drink. I still cannot fathom this shit. This is how, and you know what? This is crazy. This is why Luca feels like there's some underlying shit going on around here, right? Because it's like, nobody can get that fucking mad over something like this. So what is the real problem? This is why, from her observation, she feels like there's some real, like, people have a real problem and they are not addressing it. And then when some small, minuscule shit happen, all of a sudden they want to blow up. So it's like, what is the real fucking problem? Because there's no way somebody can get that mad over this bullshit. Now, of course, you got people that will agree with anything just to go against Hard 8, right? So it's cool. Oh, everything that happens in the DM should stay in the DM. About drinking? Let me throw something out there to you. I hope I don't get in trouble for this. You know what I mean? I'm about to say something that was posted in the DM. I hope nobody gets bent out of shape. You know what I mean? Because, you know, what goes on in the DM stays in the DM. The other day, in the DM group chat, Dark Cloud sent me a video. The video was about Samsung made a video on why people is buying QLED TVs over OLED TVs. This is what Dark Cloud posted to me in the group chat DM. So you telling me, if while we on the podcast, I say, hey, Dark Cloud, you know that video you sent me in the DM about the Samsung and the OLED TV? Yeah, and I commented on that. You telling me I'm out of pocket for bringing that up because that was in the DM? You see how fucking stupid that sounds? Like, you can kind of fucking, you can gauge at what should stay in the DM and what should not. Somebody that always posting about them out getting a drink and being social and all that shit, I didn't think that was a big fucking secret. I still don't think it's a fucking secret that you had a fucking, and this is the funny thing, even if he never said he was out celebrating and he had a couple of drinks, even if he never said that, when he was saying that off the wall shit yesterday, I still probably would have been like, hey, yo, are you drunk? Just because I know that fucking Psycho goes out a lot and get drinks and all that shit, I probably still would have asked him that question. Like, yo, are you fucking drunk, dog? Like, yo, do you hear yourself? You are talking crazy right now. I probably still would have said that, even if he never even mentioned that he went out for some fucking drinks. Like, I still don't see how that shit was like a secret. And there ain't nobody that can convince me that it was, or that I was wrong for mentioning that he had a fucking drink. Something that he posted him fucking self on Twitter. That shit is, and this is what I'm talking about. People are now getting bent out of shape for the smallest fucking shit. What the fuck am I supposed to do in these type of situations, yo? I'm not like we on a podcast. We hawk spitting and bullshitting. This is not. I'm not thinking nobody's being serious. We on here talking shit, making jokes. This is what everybody fucking does. Ravish was talking just yesterday on the podcast. Ravish was talking about I need to rub some icy hot on my big ass back. Did I get all mad? Hey, yo, fuck you, you fucking bitch. What the fuck? Like, no, it's a joke. Move the fuck on. Like, I'm not bothered by that shit. We here talking shit, having fun. It's not a fucking issue. You know what I'm saying? Now we got motherfuckers getting mad over a fucking drink. Like, yo, you talking crazy right now. Like, is you drunk? It's a joke. Like, even if you ain't drunk, it's still a joke. How many times Drew done said some off the wall shit and we was like, hey, Drew, you got your helmet on? This nigga ain't got his helmet on today. What the fuck is going on? Laugh and jump out it and kiki. Ha ha ha. Kiki. Laugh and kiki about it and keep it moving. Like, it's just a joke. Yo, you talking some crazy shit, nigga. You drunk? Are you still drunk? Nigga, yes or no? Are you fucking drunk, nigga? Nigga use that to get bent out of shape. This is why Luka believes it got to be something else going on. You know what I mean? It got to be some underlying shit going on because there's no way that somebody is going to blow up off of something like that. I think I told this story during Life Behind Bars with my cousin, right? Me and my cousin got a physical altercation over a broke TV that was a fucking tube TV. Big ass, old ass tube TV that was like 30-something inches that weighed like 300 fucking pounds, right? So just to sum it up, because this is the same shit. This is like this, and I can understand why Luka feel the way that she feels. Like, yo, it got to be something else going on. Like, that couldn't have been the real issue. You know what I mean? What is the real issue? You can't be that mad at that man for him asking you, are you drunk? Like, you can't be. There's got to be a real something else. So back in like 2007, I was on a run. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing, getting this money in the streets, and then some shit went down. The apartment I had down West Philly, I lost the apartment. And I had to move back with my mom and shit, right? This is in 2007. So I moved back in with my mom. I got the back room in her house. Like, the way her house was made, it was like you had a main hallway to the upstairs. You had like a main hallway that led to the rooms, to a couple of rooms in the bathroom. And then you had like another hallway that led to like the back room. Like, it was almost like it was that room's own personal hallway. Like, there's no reason for anybody to be in that part of the hallway unless they go into that room, which was my room at the time when I moved back in with my mom, right? So I moved back in with the room. The room not that big. My cousin got this big ass tube TV on the floor, right? It's broke. It doesn't work. It's a tube TV. At the time, I had a flat screen. I was already on HD. You know what I'm saying? I was one of the first people that I knew that had a flat screen TV. You know what I'm saying? This was at the time where bitches used to see that TV and they used to be like, wow. Like, oh my God, look at your TV. Look how flat it was. It's funny too, because now that TV thicker than a motherfucker. You know what I mean? If you would look at it in today's time, that TV thick as shit. But at that time, it was like, yo, I used to bring bitches over. They see that TV, yo. You know, they used to be kind of, in awe. So, and not that other people I knew couldn't get one. You just know I'm always on the edge of technology. Y'all know that's what I do. So I had a flat screen. So this big ass TV is in the middle of the fucking floor, right? And the room is only but so big. So I moved the TV out the room and I put it in the hallway up against the wall, right? The hallway that leads to my room. Nobody's going to touch this TV. This TV's not in harm's way or nothing. I can walk I can walk down that hallway and walk directly into the room and not even brush past the TV or nothing. The hallway was wide enough. You feel what I'm saying? So my cousin sees that and this nigga went off the fucking rails to the point where I thought he was joking at first. Because again, there's no way somebody can be that mad because you just moved the TV out in the fucking hallway. For all he know, I could have been moving it out there to be able to sweep up the floor and then putting it back. For all he knew, he saw that TV sitting in the hallway and went fucking berserk. I thought he was playing at first. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Because I'm like, no, nobody could be that mad. Yo, like, what the fuck? The nigga was really mad. Came in a room, I had some shit stacked up, he knocked the shit down. So I had a chain on, you know what I mean? I was dripping, you know what I mean? Had some ice on my neck. Anyway, I had a chain on. So at that point, I'm like, yo, this nigga really tripping. You know what I'm saying? I had a broom in my hand because I was cleaning up and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm cleaning up. So I'm like, I should hit him with the broom, but it was one of them cheap aluminum brooms. That shit ain't gonna do nothing. But I was like, whatever. So as I was going to take my chain off, the nigga tried to attack me. You know what I'm saying? Shit got crazy, right? We got into a physical fucking scuffle over a broke, fat screen TV that he didn't give a fuck about. So what does that tell you? What did all my homies and shit say? Yo, that nigga got a problem, dog, and it ain't about that TV. It's something bigger than that TV, because why would anybody get that mad over that fucking TV? Like, over a broke TV at that we know he don't give a fuck about. Like, he got another problem. It ain't that TV. He just used that TV as an excuse, but it's not that. So, and you know, there were some theories. It was either over some drugs, because once I was doing some other shit, once that shit fell, and I had lost the apartment, I had to move back with my mind, I started doing some other shit. Well, I started fucking with some drugs, right? So we was like selling drugs in the same area. So he could have been mad about that, but he couldn't say that, because then everybody would have been looking at him like, yo, how the fuck you mad at your cousin for trying to get money? That's some nut ass shit. Or it was over a girl that he wasn't even that wasn't even his girl. A girl that didn't even like him. You know what I'm saying? So, and of course he wouldn't admit that, because then niggas again, they'll be like, yo, what the fuck? Over a bitch? Yo, you trying to fight your cousin over a bitch? Like niggas, like, so that's the two things I think he was mad about. I can't see nothing else, and it definitely wasn't over that TV. But long story short, this motherfucker, we got into a physical altercation over a broke fat screen TV. A tube TV that weighed 300 pounds, damn near. So, just like everybody assumed, it's not about that fucking TV, dog. It's about something else. And that's how this shit look right now. It's not about them fucking, you talking about he drunk. This shit gotta be something else. You think what I'm saying? And that's why people like Luca feel that way. Like, come on, it gotta be something else. Because this shit is petty. Same way that people felt over the whole the Candace thing with the topic. Come on, it couldn't have got this far over a topic. It got to be something else. You know what I mean? Here we are, 2 weeks later, we back in the same spot over some petty bullshit. What the fuck do I do at this point? How do I avoid these issues with other fucking people? The only solution at this point in time is to just be solo, dog. I don't know what else to do at this time. Now I'm getting in fucking altercations with people over a topic and a fucking drink. That lets you know right there, yo, Hard8, you can't avoid this shit, yo. Like, this shit you cannot avoid. No matter what you try to do, you are going to get caught up in some bullshit. When you getting caught up in a topic or a drink, that just lets you know, yo, it's nothing you can do to avoid this shit, dog. Like, it's just nothing. The only thing that you can do is just be on some solo shit. That's it. If you would have asked me 3 days ago, yo, you think you would ever get into a problem with Cycle? I'd have told you, hell no. Hell no. Cycle? Nah, hell no. Now, I don't even know. You ask me if I see myself getting a problem with anybody else on the podcast, I don't even know no more, dog, except Melon. I'm sure I'm Melon. That's about it. Everybody else, I ain't even sure no more. Next week, I could come on the podcast and be like, hey, let's get to these intros. Go ahead, Dark Cloud. Go with your intro. Yo, what the fuck, man? Why you pick me first? Yo, this is like the second week you done picked me first for an intro. What the fuck you picking me for? You bitch ass nigga? Nigga could just flip out. I don't even know what the fuck is going on no more. You know what I'm saying? How do I avoid this shit? Am I starting name one problem I started. 71 episodes. Name one problem that I started with another fucking member where they left or some shit like that. Name one. Just keep getting caught up in it. Like, what am I supposed to do at this point in time? Solo. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm strongly leaning to. Solo. When you in the DMs, right? And it's the thing. Just like I told them, I don't get on the internet to tell secrets and all that shit. I'm not in the DM posting secrets. If I got some personal shit that I don't want nobody to know, guess what I'm not doing? I'm not posting that shit in the group chat. I'm not posting that shit on the internet. If it's personal, and I'm keeping it to myself. You dig? I'm not in the fucking DMs trying to hide secrets and all this secretive shit over something so small. Again, Ravish put a fucking selfie of himself in the DM. We brought that to the podcast. Were we wrong for that? How would Ravish have sounded if he got mad about that? How would Ravish have sounded to a bunch of men if he got mad and was like, yo, man, I gave y'all that selfie. Y'all wasn't supposed to show nobody. That was a secret selfie. How the fuck that would have sounded? How would that look? That would have looked like some gay ass shit. Yo, that selfie was for y'all, man. Y'all wasn't supposed to bring that out the DM. What the fuck? You know what I mean? Again, you can gauge what shouldn't be brought out the DM and what's nothing. If a motherfucker was in a DM like, yo, I can't make the podcast, man. I gotta go to the hospital, man. I was fucking this dirty ass bitch. This bitch that gave me some crabs. I gotta go get some treatment right now. This shit crazy. Automatically, you know that does not come out the DM. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't come out the DM. But if somebody say, yo, I was out celebrating, had a couple drinks, man. So just to give y'all a heads up, man. That's not a trigger of, yo, that shouldn't come out the fucking DM, yo. You shouldn't talk about that. Especially when this same person then posted pictures of their drinks and when they drinking and out and all that. So, again, it's the same thing with Candace and the topic. The problem she had a topic with, the topic she had a problem with was a topic that we done touched on a dozen times on the podcast. A dozen fucking times we done touched on this topic that she had a problem with. So we were lost. Like, what the fuck is going on? We done talked about this very topic a dozen different times. Now it's a problem? What is going on? Is that really the problem? No, it must be something else. That's like if I got into the DMs and I was like, yo, man, I got a fucking headache, dog. Yo, I had to take 2 Advil, man. My head is killing me. And then I got on the podcast and I said some crazy shit and the motherfucker was like, hey, Hard8, that motherfucking headache really got you tripping, dog. Them 2 Advil you took, you better go take some more Advil. And then I was like, hey, man, what the fuck you say, you bitch-ass nigga? Why the fuck you bring that shit out the DM? I told you in the DM that I took 2 Advil. Why the fuck you talking about them Advil on the podcast? Bitch-ass nigga, you fucking faggot, you bitch-ass nigga. No, fuck that. He should have never brought that shit out the DM, man. Don't tell nobody I had a headache and I took some Advil. The fuck, man? Fuck that shit, man. I'm tired of this shit, man. Like, did you see how stupid that sound? That sound dumb. Yo, man, I just had a blizzard. Damn, I ain't had a blizzard in a while, man. I had got a large, man. That blizzard was good as shit. Yo, my stomach is killing me right now. Woo, that shit fucked my stomach up, dog. This is what I'm saying in the DM. And then we get on the podcast and the motherfucker like, I say something crazy and the motherfucker like, yo, that blizzard really got you fucked up, Hard8, because you sound crazy right now. What the fuck you say? Why the fuck you tell these motherfuckers I had a blizzard? That shit was in the DM. Leave that shit in the DM. Don't tell nobody I had a fucking blizzard. That shit wasn't for everybody to know. Fuck, man. Don't tell nobody I got the fucking bubble guts over all that fucking chocolate I just ate. Fuck is you talking about, man? Fuck out of here, man. You a bitch ass nigga. You see how stupid that sound? This is the same shit. Nigga had a couple drinks. Yo, you sound crazy right now. Nigga, you drunk? What the fuck? The fuck you tell nobody I'm fucking drinking, man? What the fuck, man? Fucking bitch ass nigga telling people I'm fucking drinking. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you telling people I'm drinking for. Like, yo, that shit is crazy. That shit's crazy to me. That's a secret? That's a fucking secret? No, that's why people like Luca is like, nah, there's something else. There's a different issue here. Come on, that couldn't have been it. What's really going on? What are you really mad about? It seems to me like people have a problem with you, Hard8, but they never say nothing, and they wait till it gets to they wait till it gets to the end or whatever. Or they wait till they can't take it no more, and then the smallest thing sends them over the edge. So, you know what's funny? You know what's funny? And I'm a real dude, 100% all the time. It's okay. It is what it is. I'm a real dude. That lets you know that there's people right now sitting in the podcast that has a problem with you. It just hasn't gotten to that point, right? So remember when Jimmy said that there was people that, remember when Jimmy was like, yo, there's people in your podcast that don't even like you. Remember Jimmy said that? I'm starting to think Jimmy was right. Jimmy B. Gaming. Yeah. I'm starting to think Jimmy B. Gaming was right when he said that. Because people that fuck with you, they are not flipping out over a topic. People that fuck with you are not flipping out over you saying that they drunk because they sound foolish. People that fuck with you are not flipping out because you mentioned that they had a couple of drinks before the podcast. People that really fuck with you are not flipping out over shit like that, dog. I'm starting to think Jimmy B. Gaming was right when he said there's people in your podcast that don't even like you. Because the way things is looking, yeah, I think that nigga had a point. Facts. I think he had a point because people that like you and fuck with you, they don't flip out over small petty shit like you mentioning they had some drinks. They just don't do that. There's no way you can make me understand. There's no fucking way you can tell me I was wrong about bringing up him drinking because he said it in a fucking DM. Like, everything is not a fucking secret, dog. And I'm not in these DMs to be telling secrets. And that's something so dumb. Especially when you post the shit yourself. Like, you drink. Who gives a fuck? And even if he never mentioned that he did have a couple of drinks, I probably still would have asked him, was he drunk after that dumbass shit he was saying? Yo, niggas get roasted. You say some stupid shit in the debate. Your opinion is going to get challenged. It's been like that since the podcast started. It's okay. But you got to have a real problem to go that far off the rails over something so silly like somebody asking you, is you drunk? Or you mentioning that they had a couple of drinks before the fucking podcast. You gonna sit here and tell me that I was way out of pocket for that? Like, we doing what we always do. We sit around, talk shit, roast each other, make jokes, laugh, and all that shit. You gonna tell me I'm fucking wrong about that? Like, come on, man. Hold on, I got some super chats I gotta get to. My bad if I missed them for too long. All right, shout outs to Urban Combat. He said, I'm still trying to figure out the secret, but why he giggle every time you ask, was he drunk? It didn't make sense to me. I know damn well to you. I'm trying to figure out what was the secret. I'm still trying to figure. I'm about to call Scooby-Doo and them. They're going to have to solve this mystery because I can't figure it the fuck out. Shout outs to Undenied Real. He said, so did this really happen? Ain't listened to the podcast yet. Yeah, the podcast went completely off the rails because I asked the nigga if he was drunk. Because he said some outlandish shit. And he mentioned that he had a couple drinks in the DM. And apparently I shouldn't have mentioned anything from the fucking DM. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Shout outs to Undenied Real. He said if Jimmy right, he might really have that black Audi following. He might. Hey, he might. No, but listen. He might be on to something. Look at the circumstances and look about what he said. Yo, people in your own podcast don't even like you. Hey, man, that shit's starting to sound like reality to me. That shit's starting to sound like reality to me when you got people flipping out on you over something so small as, are you drunk? And we just joking. We in the podcast. We talking about a topic. We joking. He said some outlandish shit. And we just joking, playing around. Like ain't nobody call him out his name or nothing like that. We laughing and joking. The same shit that we do every fucking week. Every week somebody getting roasted. Somebody's opinion is challenged. That's what's supposed to happen. It's a podcast. You know what I mean? And I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, so is it, because I know some people are going to be like, oh, it's the jokes. It's the jokes. You got to stop joking so much or some shit like that. Is that it? Is that it? So this is how the podcast should go from now on. It should just be topics and it should just be the topics and the podcast members react to the topics. So it's like, hey guys, so Yoshida has stepped down from the head of Sony Studios and he's moved on to work with the indie studios. What do you guys think about that? Well, I think Yoshida just felt like he did everything he could and now he's moving on to conquer, bigger and better things. Oh, okay. What about you, so and so? What do you think? Oh, well, I agree with what he said. Yoshida just moving on and try to get everything else up and running to the level that he has got Sony up and running. So that's what I think. Oh, okay. Hey, what about you, so and so? What do you think? Well, I really don't care. I didn't see it, so I can care less. I don't really care. Oh, okay, that's cool. Well, whatever happens, happens. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay, so Xbox had an event, and it wasn't that good. Hey, so-and-so, what do you think? Oh, well, I think, it wasn't really good, and the games that they have are not really showing off the power of the X, so they have to figure something out. Okay, thank you for that. Hey, what about you, so-and-so? What do you think? Well, I kind of agree with what he just said. Like, they really have to do something because they got all that power, but the games are not showing it. So I think they need to do something. Oh, okay. That's good. Hey, so-and-so, what do you think? I didn't watch it, so I don't know. I didn't really look at it. I didn't see the video, so I really don't know. So I just don't care. Oh, okay. Let's go to the next topic. Is that what y'all want? Is that what I gotta do? Is that how the podcast gotta go to avoid issues? Is that no more jokes? No more playing around? No more nothing? Like none of that. Is that how the podcast needs to go to avoid future fucking drama? Is that what y'all want? That sounds entertaining to y'all? What the fuck else could you do, yo? Like what the fuck else at this point could happen to stop the fucking drama when you got people flipping out over topics or fucking drinking? What the fuck else is there to fucking do? What? That's how slow and retarded the podcast is going to have to sound to avoid issues. And I'm telling you right now, y'all motherfuckers ain't going to watch. Shit, I wouldn't watch no shit like that. What the fuck is that? But that seems like that's the direction you got. If you're going to continue this podcast, go in that direction. That way you'll avoid all problems. And the way shit looking right now, you probably still want to avoid some shit. You probably still get caught up off of some shit. Yo, why the fuck you starting with that topic? See, that's the shit I'm talking about, man. You a fucking faggot, man. You a bitch ass nigga. Why the fuck you start with the Xbox topic? Why you ain't start with the Sony topic? Like shit probably still go left. I'm starting to think Jimmy was right, man. I'm starting to think there's people right now in the podcast, they don't like me for whatever reason, a joke or something I done did, and it just hadn't got to that point yet. You know what I mean? It just hasn't gotten to that quote-unquote boiling point. You know what I mean? Just a matter of time. Look, how long has it been since Candace? 2 weeks? You know what I'm saying? I think 2 fucking weeks. So, yeah. So now, who's next? Who's next to reach that boiling point? Fucking Ravish for some shit? Dark Cloud? Dark Cloud's probably the next one. If I had to bet on Dark Cloud, Ravish, Luca, and fucking Drew and Melon, it would be Dark Cloud. Because Dark Cloud can tend to go off the fucking rails over small shit. So, probably be Dark Cloud next, right? The fuck, this shit crazy, dog. This shit is unfucking believable, yo. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I'm contemplating on this podcast continuing this Sunday because I'm just fed up with this shit. I'm starting to feel like a clown. Every fucking week I gotta be talking about this shit. It gotta be some shit going left for no fucking reason. I get blamed for it. You know what I mean? I'm not on a podcast starting trouble with people. I'm on a podcast to have fun and do what I've been doing since episode 1. But yet, I still end up in the middle of bullshit. So it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the hell? How can I avoid this? It's hard to avoid shit when, you don't see it coming. Like, it never crossed your mind that, hey, man, if you talk about him drinking, this could go left. You know that, right? Like, no, I don't know that. I didn't know that. This shit that he done posted himself, he always, and and I done made jokes before about about Psycho going to the bar and all that shit on a Tuesday night or something like that. So, like I said, even if he didn't mention that he had a couple drinks, I probably still would have asked him, was he drunk? Because he's always out drinking some fucking weird. So, not a big deal. Probably still would have asked that question if he said it or not. You know what I mean? And again, it's just jokes and shit. Like, we just playing around. It ain't nothing serious. This is not changing a motherfucker's character or some shit. Like, yo, this motherfucker drinks, so fuck that nigga. Like, it's none of that. It's just more layers to the entertainment. You know what I'm saying? It's just more layers to the fucking entertainment, dog. It's not anything fucking serious, man. But yeah, man, I'm starting to think Jimmy B. Gaming was right, man. I'm starting to think I'm in a podcast week in, week out with a bunch of motherfuckers that don't like Hard 8. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They just waiting on their turn and shit. They just waiting for it to reach that level, that fever pitch level, to where it'll be something so small like a fucking drink or a topic that would send them over the motherfucking edge. And that's why Luca said what she said, because she don't understand how people can get this bent out of shape over something so fucking small. So it has to be something. It has to be an underlying problem that nobody wants to address until some small shit sets it off. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's looking like I'm in a podcast every week and people are sitting there that got a problem with me, but, you know, they're not saying nothing. They're not hitting me up. All of them got my fucking phone number. You know what I'm saying? Every last one of them got my personal phone number. Ain't nobody hitting me up voicing their problem. You know what I'm saying? And just like Luca said, you know, people like, oh, I ain't got no problem. No, obviously you do. Obviously you do. If you can blow up like this over something so fucking small, you obviously have a fucking problem. So what is it? Ain't no problem. I ain't got no problem. Obviously you do. Obviously you do. So I don't know, man. I don't fucking know. What type of solution do y'all have for me? Y'all see what's going on. I always get into these conflicts and I get into drama with people and all that. You know what I'm saying? What can I do to avoid this shit? Because what I've done so far doesn't seem to be working. You know what I mean? Doesn't seem to be working. I try to keep it on a podcast level of a podcast level of an understanding and shit like that. That doesn't seem to be working. You know what I mean? Try to just minimize my interaction with them. That doesn't seem to be working. Like I said, I really only interact with them on Sundays. Fucking Melon is the only one I like talk to outside of the podcast frequently all throughout the week. So what the fuck can I do at this point in time? It's like, maybe it's something I don't see. Maybe y'all from the outside looking in, y'all can see it. What is it at this point that I can do to avoid these motherfucking issues? Because these motherfuckers now, people are just making issues out the dumbest shit. The dumbest fucking shit. Whole issue over a fucking topic that could have been avoided. All they had to do was say, hey, can you remove this topic? I'd rather not partake in that. Oh, okay, cool, no problem. Topic's gone. Topic's gone. Problem solved. Nope. Nope, it couldn't be that simple. Motherfucker had to fucking make a whole spectacle out of a fucking topic to the point where that person ain't even here no more over a topic. A topic. And the funny thing is, again, did that have anything to do with Hard 8? No, I'm not even the one that makes the topics. I'm not even the one that put the topics together. I get handed the topics like everybody else. I get handed the topics the same time as everybody else. But yet, I got caught up in the middle of the shit and the shit went left. And it wasn't even my motherfucking topics. So at this fucking point in time, how the fuck can I avoid conflict? What the fuck can I do to avoid fucking conflict when it's just there? You know what I mean? Somebody said, I need to establish a relationship with your panel. What do you mean? I need to establish a relationship. The relationship is a podcast relationship. Like, come, we show up on fucking Sunday, do what we got to do, and then we go our separate motherfucking ways. I mean, I don't really understand, I don't really understand what else to do. What other kind of relationship do you fucking need? I mean, it's kind of simple and shit, man. You know what I mean? All right, hold on. Let me see what we got here. I think I got some super chats I might have missed. I think I missed one. Sorry, my bad, people. I wasn't looking at the chat. I should be because I'm asking y'all questions. Okay, so we got one from Luca. She said, I'm an emotional and dramatic bitch. But if I ever have an issue with you, I'll address it to you one-on-one. Thank you, Luca. That's, I mean, because how else am I supposed to know you got an issue if you don't say nothing? How else I'm supposed to know? You know what I mean? How else am I supposed to fucking know? Shout outs to Urban Combat. He said, man, forget that. I'm getting tired of people on the podcast getting mad over dumb stuff. You getting tired of it. I'm getting tired of it. Because I'm not here with that energy. Like, I'm not like, listen, man, I'm not trying to have that energy, man. You think I feel like arguing back and forth with niggas every fucking week over some dumb shit when we supposed to all be joking and cool and just having fun with the podcast? I'm fucking sick of this shit, yo. Like, I'm fucking sick of this shit. And at the same time, I'm always to blame for this shit. Like, no matter what, Hard8's fault. It's his fault. Like, this shit is his fault. What goes on in the DM, you shouldn't talk about. Like, I gave y'all an example. Fucking Dark Cloud sent me a DM group chat about a fucking TV. Would I have been wrong if I brought that to the podcast? Like, no, you know what the fuck is like some secretive shit, and you know what's not. Somebody fucking talking about they had drinks. What's the secret? I'm still lost. What's the fucking problem? I'm still lost. What is the fucking problem? My chick was like, yo, what the fuck? Really? Really? I'm like, yo, you just as confused as I am, because I don't know. The best podcast, hold on. You don't like a podcast with new members? The best podcasts have same members for years. This ain't gonna, listen, man, this podcast ain't gonna last no years, dog. It's not. It's not gonna last. This shit ain't gonna last past 2020, dog. Fucking members are dropping like flies. You know what I mean? And it's over the pettiest fucking bullshit. This shit ain't even no real fucking drama, but yet motherfuckers take it there. Motherfuckers take it there. And again, I was blindsided yesterday because when he started going off, at first I'm like, what? Like, hold on, this nigga serious? Is this nigga really mad? What the fuck? Which if you go back and listen, my reaction, I didn't get to where I got until, you know what I mean, I realized that, yo, this nigga is really fucking serious. And that shit rubbed me the wrong way. Like, yo, how the fuck did you just get this mad over something so small? Like, are we not sitting here laughing and joking and fucking around and shit? Like, what the fuck is going on? So it took me a minute to process what the fuck was happening. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm like, I'm not arguing with a nigga that's down the street. I'm not arguing with a nigga over the fucking internet that's down the street. I told y'all that shit years ago with Black Bond. Like, I'm not arguing with you over the internet down the street. I ain't got no fucking rap. Them motherfuckers like, Hard8, you talking about everybody else soft. You soft too because you went a whole podcast without saying nothing when that shit went down with Candace. Well, first of all, I wasn't even there. Like, I wasn't really at my mic. You know what I'm saying? And again, with the shit that happened with Candace, again, I was pissed off because I just said I'm tired of going back and forth with motherfuckers over the internet, and then that shit happened with Candace. So now, during that podcast, I was doing a whole bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I was processing what the fuck should I do with the fucking podcast. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to end the shit then and there. Like, you know what? I'm tired of this shit. Look at this. I just told y'all motherfuckers I'm tired of dealing with these people on the internet. And then look at this. Not even a day later. And now here we are again, 2 weeks later. Motherfuckers kill like, yo, you ain't say nothing. You was quiet. You soft. No, what the fuck I'm going to say? I ain't got a lot to say. I'm pissed off. I want to get physical. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm about that action. I ain't got a whole lot to say. I ain't going to keep talking. You know what I'm saying? So it was like during that podcast, I wasn't talking because for one, I wasn't really even at the mic, for one. And for two, I was thinking, like, what should I do? Because here we go again. This is some bullshit. And I'm just at the end of my rope with this shit, yo. Like, I'm trying my hardest to not get in a conflict with my own panel members, but yet I keep getting in a conflict with my fucking panel members. Even when I'm trying to avoid it. So it's like, what the fuck? So we got a super chat from, what's that? Pudding? Pudding ASMR, whatever. I don't know what that is. Okay, whatever. Pudding. So we got a super chat from Pudding. I noticed yesterday, if you watch back that segment, it started going left after you kept asking if he was drunk 20 times after he said move on. So what you mean? That's my fault? The fuck? We always fuck with people on the podcast. If you get sensitive and bent out of shape, that's your problem. It's not my problem. The fuck? We always fuck with people. Dark Cloud is notorious for doing that. He's notorious for doing that. Like when he don't like if he feel like, you know, you're getting the best of him in a debate or something like that, he wants to try to move along and push the fucking conversation along because he tired of getting roasted or some shit. Like, so, like, no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Take that roast and move on. You know what I mean? Take these jokes or just don't do the fucking podcast. You know what I mean? I was clear about that shit from day one. Fuck out of here. People say shit all the time. Like, again, find a time where I got mad about a debate. Find a time that I got upset because somebody challenged my opinion. Find a time where I got mad over a topic. Find a time where I got mad over some fucking jokes. Find it. That's all. Yeah, figure that out. Figure that out and then talk to me. Do you see me getting bent out of shape over jokes, topics, my opinion being challenged? Do you see me going off the deep end? Do you see me doing that? No, you don't see me doing that. So I don't want it done to me. Puddin' got 100K subs. Okay. The fuck that mean? Fuck. I'm supposed to be starstruck? Oh my God. I didn't say, I don't know what ASMR is. Puddin', okay, Puddin'. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? So, rewatch the segment is easy to hear. Listen, that's not my problem, yo. That's not my problem. Like, you know what AGS is. AGS ain't about, it's supposed to be no sensitivity shit over topics and shit like that. Like, you got bent out of shape over a fucking topic or because your fucking, your opinion was challenged, then that's your fault. That ain't my fault. Get a new circle. I have no, shout outs to, Shuwan. He said, get a new circle. I have no circle at all. Yeah, a new circle is just definitely not going to work. Definitely. Daily Bit say, I don't need to stop the jokes. I just need to sit down with them and reset the panel. Who doesn't like jokes? I don't know what to fucking do. You know what I mean? But I ain't got much else to say about this. Y'all will know what's going on by the time Sunday comes. I'm going to think about it this week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. People don't understand why I feel the way I feel at this point in time. Then you don't want to understand. You know, if you're somebody that keeps getting into conflict with other people that you associate yourself with, and it just keeps happening, and it keeps happening, and it keeps happening, and at the same time, you're not even looking for that type of shit to happen. You know what I mean? You're trying to avoid that shit from happening, and it still keeps happening. There has to come a time where it's like, you know what? Maybe it'll just be best if I just do my own thing, like I did when I fucking built this channel up. Maybe it'll just be best to do my fucking own thing, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Maybe do it to where like I have like, you know, maybe treat everybody like guests or some shit like that. Like every week just have different people. Like it's just me. Like any given Sunday, it's just me. Everybody that appears is a guest. So that shit could be like fucking musical chairs, because it's already like musical chairs anyway. People leaving and all this other shit. It's already like musical chairs anyway. So I'm just thinking maybe it'll be best if it's just me. And then every fucking week I have a different person on there and shit. That goes for subscribers, viewers, or some shit like that. I think that'll probably be the best way. That way I'm not even around one person long enough for shit to go left, because they appeared and then they gone. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm on to somebody else. Like, motherfuckers ain't even around long enough for shit to go left. Maybe that'll work. think that might be best. I think I should do that. What y'all think about that? Y'all think that's a good idea? Just to have different people every week? I think that's the best idea to avoid issues. That way I ain't got to worry about motherfuckers getting in their feelings and all that shit over topics or jokes or some shit like that. And it's nobody's obligated. You know what I mean? The only one that's going to be obligated is me. I'm the only obligated one to be there fucking every week. Everybody else, you know, I'll send out the, I'll contact people for the invites. They accept or they don't. But I think that'd be like the best. I think that's the best idea and shit. You know what I'm saying? He said, so you're going to run out of guests? No, not. I don't think so. You know, you could just keep them in rotation and shit, right? Can't you just keep them in rotation and shit? You ain't got to run out of guests. Just keep them in rotation and shit. Yo, shout outs. Yo, y'all in these goddamn names, dog. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I think the last name is Pulliam. Keep Ravish though. I don't know. I might be beefing with Ravish next week. At this point in time, I don't know who I'm gonna be beefing with in the next week or the next 2 weeks. I don't fucking know who I'm gonna be. Only person I'm sure about is Melon. Everybody else, we probably gonna go at it for some fucking bullshit. Urban Combat, shout outs to you. He said these supposed to be grown adults, but they say I'm good. I can handle it. These folks can't handle it. Imagine y'all in the studio and during the podcast together in the same setting. Yeah, that would be funny. People probably wouldn't get that hype though in the same setting. But anyway, a revolving door of guests. It definitely keeps variety of the show. I think I should try that, yo. I think I do. I think that's the best. I think that's the best course of action. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best course of action because at this point in time, I'm tired of dealing with people, yo. I'm tired of shit going left. Even when I'm not even starting this shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's entertaining people every week. And you never know how people going to act from week to week. One week they cool. The next week you can't mention a drink. You know what I'm saying? One week you could talk about a nigga being a coon or tap dancing. That's perfectly fine. Then the next week you mention a nigga being drunk. Shit go left. So, you know, it's just, shit just all over the place right now, yo. Shit just all over the place. I think that's the best course of action, yo. I think I should just do that. I think I should try that and see how it works. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what I should do. Sit down. Yeah, I mean, yeah. This nigga said my jokes is too much. Stop whining for hours. Yeah, I should not say nothing and let y'all come up with y'all own assumptions, right? The joke now. Okay, so it is the jokes, right? Is that the common denominator here, people? Is it the fucking jokes and shit? Damn. Hold up. I got a back spasm. All right, I'm back. My back is fucked up, dog. Damn, my back fucked up. I told y'all my back was fucked up. That shit just got tight as shit. Oh, shit. Shit. Yeah, I don't know where this shit coming from, yo. Somebody said 911. Y'all stupid. This shit hurt like shit. But anyway, I think I'm going to try that, man. Like, what do y'all think? You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think about like having a having just, different guests every week? What do y'all think about that, man? I'm reading the chat. How do y'all feel? Is that a good idea or is that a bad idea? All right, well, I'm definitely going to think on that. I'm going to think on that. Hold on, let me read these super chats. Hold up. All right, we got one from Puddin'. He said, either way, we're going to still be watching. Last week's podcast with the female guest was fresh. Yeah, that podcast was fucking lit, yo. And then we got one from Urban Combat. He said, it ain't the jokes. Stop it. It's their feelings. Yeah, I mean, like, come on. How, like, what are we going to do if we not joking around? Like, how can a podcast even work? Like, do y'all just want people's opinion on a topic and then moving on? Like, is that what y'all want? Does that even work? Shout outs to Kenji the Neutral. He said, keep your head up, Hard 8. I've been a fan since 2011 with Life Behind Bars and seeing you come back from worse stuff than this. So shout outs to you, man. I appreciate it. Damn, here go Pulliam again. What? Damn, man. I don't know how to pronounce your name, man. I think you did try to tell me how to pronounce it. My bad, I didn't see it. This current panel wants you to stop being you. Shaking my head. Oh, shit. Shout outs to Luca. She said, this all started when I joined. Luca the problem. Oh, yeah, and that's another thing, too. That's another thing that I was bothered by. Because before Luca joined the podcast, Luca was like, I don't want to be part of this if it's just going to be a bunch of drama all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be part of this. Like, I don't want this. This is not what I want to sign up for. And we assured her that there wouldn't be no drama. Like, nah, everything cool, we good. You know what I mean? No, everything is on point and all that shit. We assured her these things, and then since she been here, shit that went left way off the rails 2 times already, and she ain't even been here that long. And this is one of the reasons why she didn't want to join. And it's like, that shit is annoying too, because now they make motherfuckers look like they liars and shit, or they full of shit and all that. Like, we assured Luca that everything was going to be cool. But so far, it ain't looking that way. So, that shit's annoying, yo. Shit really is annoying, man. And I like Luca. Luca's cool. Like, Luca been cool so far. So, I fucks with Luca. Urban Combat, Mama Luca has put her foot down. Nigga, you gotta retweet that. I mean, write that better. Mama Luca has putting her foot down yesterday. What the fuck? English, nigga, English. Yo, all right, yeah, and I had muted my mic. Yo, my back is fucked up. But anyway, yeah, so yeah, I just felt some type of way about Luca, man. You know what I mean? Apologies to Luca. Sorry, Luca, you got to deal with all this bullshit. I just hope you don't think it's me. As you can see, I'm not trying to have all these fucking problems. So I definitely got to apologize to Luca for everything that's been going on, because this is one of the reasons why she was kind of reluctant to join the podcast in the first place, because she was very clear, like, listen, I ain't trying to be joining if it's going to be all this fucking drama. She was very clear about that, and then she was assured that that wouldn't be a problem, and here we are. You know what I'm saying? Here the fuck we are. So, apologies to Luca, man. It's just fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. So let's talk about the Golden Joystick Awards, because I wanted to talk about this on a podcast yesterday and never got around to it, of course, as y'all know why. So we have the winners here, man. Let's talk about these winners. I think Game of the Year, Ultimate Game of the Year went to Resident Evil 2. I like Resident Evil 2, but I don't really know how I feel about that, because it is a remake. You dig? So I don't know how I feel about that one, man. Because it is a remake. Like, it's a remake. It's the remake of the same game, and it's a great game. Love Resident Evil 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. The original is still the better one. But that game was good. It was good. But I don't know, being that it is a remake, it's kind of like, it kind of shows you how this year went. You know what I mean? It kind of shows you just how this year went, where we got a fucking remake that wins the thing. All right, so best storytelling went to Days Gone. What? Again, that shows you what type of year we're dealing with. Days Gone, that story is not that great. It is not that great at all. Then we got best multiplayer game went to Apex Legends. The Still Playing award, that went to Minecraft. I guess that's an award that goes to a game that people are still playing. Honestly, I think that should have went to GTA 5. We got best visual design, that went to Devil May Cry 5. We got best indie game went to Outer Worlds. Esports game of the year went to Fortnite. Best audio went to Resident Evil 2. And Resident Evil 2 is in Dolby Atmos, and that audio is really fucking good. Really good. That Dolby Atmos on Resident Evil, it really shines. Best game expansion, that went to GTA Online for that Diamond Casino update. Best VR, AR game went to Beat Saber. Best gaming hardware went to NVIDIA, the 20 series super graphics card, like the 2080, the Super 2070, 2060, that shit. Best performer went to Logan Marshall. Studio of the year went to Epic. Best new streamer went to Ewok. Breakthrough award went to House. I don't know what the fuck that is. Mobile game of the year went to BTS World. Outstanding contribution went to Life is Strange. PC game of the year went to World of Warcraft Classic. PlayStation game of the year went to Days Gone. Again, that lets you know that PlayStation had a pretty bad year when the PlayStation game of the year was Days Gone. Xbox game of the year was Gears 5, of course. Nintendo's game of the year was Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. The most wanted game is Cyberpunk 2077. Is that more wanted than Last of Us 2? Probably, because Cyberpunk is a multi-plat. The Critics' Choice Award went to Control, and the Lifetime Award went to Yu Suzuki? Yu Suzuki, some shit like that. I don't know who the hell that is. And like I told y'all, the game of the year went to Resident Evil 4. 2, my bad. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, Resident Evil 2 is a great game, but to win game of the year overall, and it's a game that we all played fucking 20 years ago, 21 years ago, shit like that, that's kind of shows you where this year went as far as gaming. This was not a great year in gaming. This is one of the worst years this generation when it comes to gaming. Especially when you got Days Gone winning PlayStation Game of the Year. Like, really? And Days Gone is not trash, but it's not Game of the Year either. Like, Game of the Year? And, I don't know. What do y'all think about that? And then they got a streamer award. And then they got the streamer award. And I don't know, how do you even gauge that? Like, who gets the streamer award of the year? Like, how does that how do you even gauge that? Is that like who got the most followers for the year? Like, how do they judge that? Like, it's so many different streamers. How do you pick who the fuck is who is the best? Like, I really don't get that. You know what I'm saying? I really don't get that. It's like how you pick the streamer. Like, it's a lot of streamers. Do y'all know how they pick the streamers and shit? Do y'all understand like how they pick the streamers of the year? Is it by followers? Is it by accumulated views for 1 year? Like, how do they even pick like the best streamer of the fucking year and shit? That's super, super, super subjective. You can't even base that. Like, what do you even base that off of? Hold on, the streamer of the year is somebody that was banned. Oh, the golden joysticks is people votes. No restrictions. Yo, what the fuck? When the fuck they were sending around these votes? I ain't get to vote for shit. And damn, ain't nobody put that shit on Twitter. God damn, I ain't get to vote for nothing. I damn sure wouldn't have voted for no goddamn Days Gone. Best visual design went to Devil May Cry 5. Now that was a good looking game. Best multiplayer goes to Apex. What would be my best multiplayer this year? Shit, I don't even got one. I would have to pick one by default, but there's nothing that I'm really like, yo, this fucking multiplayer game was great. This year was trash, dog. This year in gaming was bad. I was hoping it wasn't going to be bad. You know what I mean? Some people predicted that it was going to be bad, but they made their predictions early in the year, and I just didn't want to believe that because I was hoping that it wouldn't be. But this year has just been trash. Fucking, you know it's been trash when Days Gone is winning anything. You know it's trash. You know it's trash when they still giving awards to Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's trash. Critics' Choice Award went to Control. I'm okay with that. I'm all right with Control. Control was pretty good. Outstanding contribution went to Life is Strange. I don't even know what type of category that is. So, PlayStation Game of the Year was Days Gone. What would y'all have given PlayStation Game of the Year? What the fuck did PlayStation even have? PC Game of the Year is a 2005 game. Shout out to Enclosure HD. I know, right? That's fucking crazy. That is crazy, though. PC exclusives are trash. Let's not make no mistake about that shit. Shout outs to Free Smoke 215. He said, all you need is Ravish as your wingman and Luca for a female perspective, then alternate all other guests. Yeah, that don't sound like a bad idea. Regardless of what I come up with as far as this podcast go, I got to figure something out because I can't keep going back and forth with panel members every fucking week, yo. Something got to change. This shit ain't working. The way it is right now is not working. So something got to change. Something got to fucking change, and I got to make a change before Sunday get here because I'm at the end of my rope with going back and forth over petty, dumb bullshit. This shit is petty as fuck, and I'm done with that shit. There's definitely going to be a change. I don't know what it is yet, but that sounds good. Ravish, I'll probably keep Melon too. I don't know. I'll talk to Melon because that's the homie, so we'll figure it out. You dig? But yeah. So yeah, the Golden Awards. I know we got more awards that's coming for the rest of the year. We got the Game Awards like next month, right? The VGAs. Is it still the VGAs? We got the VGAs next month. I'm calling it right now, man. Death Stranding is going to win Game of the Year at the VGAs. I don't see Jeff Keighley giving that shit to anybody else. You know what I mean? I don't see Jeff Keighley giving that shit to anybody else. Death Stranding is winning Game of the Year at the VGAs, man. I'm telling you, dog. Watch. Watch. Death Stranding is winning the VGAs. Believe that. Believe that. Anyway, I got to get up out of here, people. My fucking back is killing me. I got to go take some medication. There will definitely be a change come this Sunday. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Just make sure y'all tune in. There will definitely be a change come this Sunday because I can't keep going through this, yo. I just can't keep arguing back and forth over dumbass shit, getting caught up in all this drama over the smallest, pettiest fucking shit. Like, I ain't flipping out over people over jokes. I'm not flipping out on people over challenging my opinion. I'm not flipping out over people on topics. I'm not doing this type of shit, so I'm tired of people doing it to me. So something definitely got to change, and it's going to change. So this Sunday, it's going to be a change. You know what I'm saying? And we'll see how it goes from there. I'm tired of this shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm sweet or something. Motherfuckers can keep getting fly at their mouth whenever they fucking feel like it. And I'm not even on that type of time. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some chill shit. We here laughing, joking, playing around, and motherfuckers want to keep on acting all tough like they built like that. And I'm not even on that type of time. Like, that shit is unnecessary. Why the fuck do I gotta be saying anything along the lines of, yo, what's up? Like, this is my address and we can do this and we can do that. Why the fuck am I even indulging in that type of shit when I'm not even on that type of time? You know what I'm saying? I'm just here on the podcast to have fun, entertain the people, and that's it. I got to get pulled off my motherfucking square, get all crazy over the pettiest fucking shit, and I'm tired of it. So I'm definitely making a change this Sunday, and hopefully y'all enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it works out, and we're going to try to minimize the fucking problems, man. I'm done with this shit. So it is what it is. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to check y'all later. It's your boy Hard8. And I'm going, man. Pray for me because my back is fucked up. But anyway, I'm out. It's your boy Hard8. Hey, yo, no, before I go, shout out to all the Super Chat supporters. I appreciate y'all. Thank you very much. Shout outs to everybody that hit the like button. And shout outs to everybody that's on the Patreon. All right? So I appreciate that. We're going to start working about getting y'all on the podcast. Ah, shit. Fuck. Oh, my back. Yo, I got to go. But anyway, we're gonna start working. We're gonna start getting y'all on the podcast and shit like that, and we're gonna work on things like that. So stay tuned, man. It's your boy Hard8. I'm gone. My back fucked up. I'm out. Deuces.